And this is David Robinson. I'm the father of geologist Daniel Cornelius Robinson, who went missing in the desert of Buckeye, Arizona. I'm coming out today, or tonight, for this live um, to tell you all that I am having a search on tomorrow. I am having the search on tomorrow, Saturday, March the 2nd. Excuse me, April the 2nd. And I want you all to know that I think some of the time been kind of conflicted. It's 7:45 normally time that I usually have my searches, but I decided to move that time back. So I want to make sure that everybody know who want to come out to the searches that I will be having the searches at 6:45. It'll be 6:45 tomorrow. Some of the messages out there on different searches would suggest that it's at 7:45, but I want to make sure that you all know that it's 6:45 in the morning. I will have a safety briefing tomorrow morning at 6:45, and if you guys can come out and support, I really would really appreciate that. I encourage you to make sure that you make it out there for 6:45. Safety briefing is very important. We're gonna start the searches roughly around 7. Sometimes it goes a little delay, and we go as far as 7:30, depending on the crowd and how much people come into the searches. So I just want to make sure that you all know, be aware of the time change. The time change is based on the weather and things like that. So the weather is getting hot here in Arizona, and everybody who's in Arizona already know that. So what we're trying to do is make sure you get in earlier than an hour earlier. We might even go even farther than that, but right now an hour earlier, so that way we can go ahead and shift the time back, and be able to get everybody out of that desert at a decent time. Because like I said, around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock noon tomorrow, it's going to get really hot. I look at the weather, the sun. There's no shade out there in the desert, of course, and because of that, it could be a little difficult. So thank you so much for your support and your love. I'm pushing really hard. I'm really pushing hard to find my son. And I'm depending on people like yourself, saying just make sure if you're coming in to make sure you please make that safety briefing. That's the most important part of my searches. I want to make sure that everybody's safe, but we don't want to have a search party looking for a search party. If you get what I'm saying. So if you guys can come in and get that safety briefing, it'd be very, very, very important. It's at 6:45 tomorrow morning, and I look forward to seeing you all. We all are family when we come out there. It's the Daniel Robinson family. So you're my extended family. I love you, and I'm really grateful if you can come out to the searches to support. I also will have my city distribution tomorrow. They'll be off of right here in Phoenix, Arizona, and you guys can come out to support. Everything is on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You can go on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com and get the directions to the locations, because we have the on East McDowell Road behind the Walgreens parking lot tomorrow at 3:15. If you guys want to come out to grab some flyers, I really need those flyers to get out there all over the place. No matter where you're at. If you happen to be here in Phoenix just visiting and you want to take some of those flyers back to your state or city, wherever you're from, that's the main goal, because I'm really trying to get this message for my son out there. It's my job. I'm a father. I'm out here searching for my son. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that happens. And I'm doing everything I can to make sure that his name stays out there, because, there's going to be one person that have seen something and heard something that may say something. Of course, also you go on the pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and you also will see ways you can help. And also you will also see the most important part is that tip line. I have a tip line that I'm paying for. You guys can come on there and call that tip line. I have live operators, 24 hours, 7 days a week, that will take your call. You can stay anonymous if you like. If you don't care about being anonymous, you can do that also. But if you don't want to talk to anybody right there at the tip line and the operators, you can also text the word tip to that number. Go to pleasehelpfinddaniel.com and you get that number. You can text the word tip to that number, and you still will get that form. And the form will give the option to be anonymous or non-anonymous. So please, I'm really desperate here trying to find my son. It's been since June the 23rd, since my son went missing. It's been 9 months now. Been 9 months since my son went missing, and I'm still here. I'm still here in Arizona, fighting really hard. You would do the same thing for your loved one. Sometimes we don't understand how hard it really is to suffer all these days. Every day for me, it's like day one. Every time I ask you guys to help, it's like day one. I have to constantly remember that my son is missing out there. He's somewhere out there, and I need to find him. And I'm really depending on you all to help me. I hope you can hear me. I have some traffic behind me, so you may hear a little bit of traffic behind me. But I tell you what, if you guys, please, if you can help in any kind of way, please visit pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Also, I just want to mention that I also do a Q&A most mornings. Not every morning, but I do a Q&A. If you guys want to come out to the Q&A to ask your questions, want to know more about the case, ask you to go to Please Help Find Daniel YouTube channel on YouTube, and follow the channel. I ask you to like, subscribe to that channel, and share it. So if you share it, they help the algorithm get Daniel's story out there to the father. I'm trying to reach everybody I can. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you to tell somebody. Word of mouth is everything. So if you guys can share that with everybody that you know and everybody you love, spread that word. My son is missing. He's a geologist. He graduated from the College of Charleston, South Carolina. He came out here to Arizona. I'm here in Arizona right now, in Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been out here since June 26th searching for him. But he came out here doing what he loved. He graduated as a geologist with honors. He graduated and came out here and landed his job. He's been doing his job. He started his life at 24 years old. He was out here when he went missing, and he's now 25 in January. And I need to find my son as soon as possible. So thank you all for coming in and watching this TikTok live. And like I said, we have the Please Help Find Daniel YouTube channel. You can go to Instagram, Please Help Find Daniel. Also, if you want to follow, you want to go on Facebook, you go Please Help Find Daniel on Facebook to follow. And also you can go to Twitter. It's Please Help Find 4, because Twitter don't allow me to put Please Help Find Daniel, so it's Please Help Find 4, the number 4. So if you guys can follow me there on Twitter, you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So everything else is Please Help Find Daniel except for Twitter. So Twitter again is Please Help Find 4. Everything else is Please Help Find Daniel. So you guys can follow. You also go to the website. I have a tutorial there on YouTube channel to tell you how you can better use the website to help me out to find my son. There's flyers all over the place. There's the billboards all over from the east side of Phoenix all the way out to Buckeye where my son went missing. Also, there's one on I-17. So you guys can, sometimes you ride down the interstate, you see those bulletins out there. And I really thank Lamar. Lamar is a company that helped me with those bulletins, those billboards out there, and they gave me a great deal. So I really want to give a shout out to that company that really helped me as much as they can to give me the billboards that I need for the cost. So also, you guys, if you continue to donate to the GoFundMe, that's helping me stand in to fight with my son, for my son. Like I said, I can't do this alone, and sometimes I need those fundings. To keep this a continuing thing. I know sometimes you look at the GoFundMe and you see that number there, but I promise you, since the time that I started looking for my son, I've been utilizing those funds to continue the search. I have to do my own forensics work. That's from the scene where my son went missing. I also had to conduct searches every week. Well, I'm doing it every other week now, and that's because of the funding. The funding had become low, so I had to kind of adjust to that. But right now, if you guys can help, by contributing anything you can that can help me stay in the fight, and also be able to get the equipment and things that I need to do that search. So thank you again for watching this live. I just wanted to put that out. I've been sitting here thinking, and I really need you all to help me as much as you can. I wouldn't ask if I didn't need it. Sometimes it's kind of hard, I know what other families go through. It's kind of hard to ask people that you don't know to help. But what else can you do? You know what I'm saying? I pray to God that you all don't have to be in this position. But when you come into this position, then you can understand why it's important to have the needs of the community. The community have to come together to help because it's a village thing, it's a community thing, and you know, we dependent on that. So I know other families are going through the same predicament that I'm going through. I have talked to families who've been going through this for years, you know, look for their loved ones, and they just don't have the resources and everything they need to search for their loved one. But you know what? I've been fortunate. My son's case went viral because of the Petito case, and some of the hard, very much because of the hard work I have been doing from day one, trying to reach out to everyone that I can, and from making calls to visiting to whatever I had to do, and like I'm doing now, just reaching out to the community for the help. So I really thank you again for watching. So you have yourself a blessed night. I hope I see you out tomorrow morning on Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road, where I will be having those searches. Again, it's at 6:45, so there would be no mistaking. I did get an alert tonight, and that's the reason I'm doing this, that some of the algorithms out there on the searches would put it at 7:45. That was the old time. I just changed it last week, and it'll be at 6:45 tomorrow morning. So I hope to see you out there. I can shake your hand. You can be out there at the safety briefing, and I thank you. So I want you all to have a good night, and I thank you for watching. Have a good night.